We're only here for the money. It's FA Cup 5th round day and we got a monumental draw. Let's get into it. Yes, hello everybody. Welcome back to The Save. It's the FM24 Youth Academy Challenge, which I didn't say actually in the intro bit for the first time ever, I think. But anyway, fellow managers, we're away at Tottenham Hotspur in the FA Cup 5th round. This is the money-making tie we're all hoping for in the FA Cup. The run has been up and down, mixed bag. We're going to get absolutely annihilated by Tottenham, but we are going to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which is a massive, massive stadium. It can hold 62,850. If they expanded it, it could hold 78,000. But if they get, I don't know, like 50,000 people in for an FA Cup game, half of that comes to us. That is going to be huge. I can't wait to see what's going on, how much money we get from this. It's going to be brilliant. Oh my God, it could finance some upgrades finally from the board. That's what we're excited for. That's what we want. So I thought we'd come back, show the game, and show us getting annihilated by Tottenham Hotspur, who still have a very, very good squad. They've actually had some success as well. They haven't actually won the Premier League. But if we look at what they've been doing, so they actually haven't done anything in the Premier League, unsurprisingly. They haven't won the Champions League, but they have won an FA Cup in 2031, 7 years ago. They won that. They won the UEFA Super Cup 2 years ago, the Europa League 2 years ago. Have they done anything else? They came runners-up in the Carabao Cup twice in a row. They won the Community Shield. They'd probably claim that as a trophy. And that's it. So actually, in all of Spurs' history, they've won 2 Europa Leagues, 2 Super Cups, and an FA Cup. In this whole save, which has been on for 14 seasons, they still actually haven't won that much, have they? They're managed by Mattia Torti, who looks very, very good. He has also previously managed Brighton, Switzerland, Middlesbrough, Bristol City, and Lugano in this universe. So, yeah, look out for him in your saves. I've never heard of him, but he's a perfectionist, and he looks pretty decent, to be honest. The 4-2-3-1 is what they will be lining up with, apparently. If we look at their squad, they've got a couple of names in there that are hanging on from back in the day. Destiny Udogie is their vice-captain. Very, very good footballer. Now 35 years old and being used, when I look through some of their previous games, in holding midfield more than anywhere else. So at 35 years old, I'm going to guess, and this is going to be a wild guess, he's wanted by Saudi Arabia. Of course he is. Of course he is. He's wanted by Al Ittihad in Saudi Arabia. They've got a few other names down here that you might recognise as well. Billy Gilmore is at the club, transfer listed for 275k. A decent player, but yeah, physicals dropping off a cliff. They've got Sheldrup, the winger. He's here as well. £54 million they paid for him from Benfica. He is now old and not worth very much at all. And I think that's about it for who they've actually got left that we know. To be honest, most others are new gens or players come through. They got the wonderfully named Fabian Killer up front, and he's going to be scoring a hell of a lot of goals against him. And Tottenham did wonderful transfer business by picking him up for £15 million from Bayern Munich, which is just insane when you think how many goals he's got and how good he can be. I'm sure he's going to bang at least a hat-trick past us in this one. But we come into it with spirits high because we are top of League One. And not only are we top of League One, we're top by 4 points. And not only are we top by 4 points, we're top by 4 points with a game in hand as well. 21 wins, 8 draws, 7 losses see us topping the league with 71 points, which is absolutely amazing. 36 games played, and we are having a jolly good time of it. Yeah, it's never really, well, we've never been below 11th, but since you can say the season has sort of, I'd say, 5 games in, you get an idea of what the season's doing. That's around here. We've never been lower than 6th, and we've been top for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 weeks, 15 game weeks. We have been top of the league, seeing off a little bit of a challenge from Bolton, who have tucked in nicely behind us in second place. Dorking have fallen away after they started the season very well. They've dropped all the way down. This terrible run here, which also included a loss to us in there as well. So results-wise, as you would imagine, it's been very, very good. A few losses here and there. Millwall beat us, Salford beat us. We've had losses to AFC Wimbledon, Forest Green as well. But other than that, it's mainly wins with a couple of draws chucked in there. Charlton and York were draws. But we have beaten the likes of Preston, Dorking, Port Vale. We beat Barnsley in the league as well. MK Dons we beat in the 4th round of the FA Cup, managed by Emma Hayes. AFC Wimbledon took us to a replay when we played them away, but then we smashed them 4-0 at home. We beat Derby 4-2. We beat Wimbledon 4-2 in the league. We beat Leyton Orient. We beat Blackpool, Carlisle, Wigan. We've been playing very, very well. We did have to change to a 4-2-3-1 formation for 3 games due to injuries, where we were just lacking a little bit of lacking players that allowed us to play the 4-2-4 how I want to play. So we went to the 4-2-3-1. We lost the first game, drew the second game, and won the third game in which we had to play it. Immediately went back to the 4-2-4, lost to Forest Green in a very entertaining 4-3 game, and then beat Dorking 4-1 and Preston 1-0. So all in all, the 4-2-4 is doing us very, very well this season, and we're going to be playing Tottenham Hotspur. I can't believe they haven't put this game on TV. That's my one annoyance for this game at all. But I'm expecting us to get absolutely battered. But I did think it would be quite fun to play the game live on camera. Obviously, we're not too far away from Youth Intake Day as well, where the prediction for the intake, if I go into here and go into Youth Candidates, the prediction isn't great. Liam Delap's first intake may be pretty rubbish, although it says it's going to be excellent. Yeah, we've got ratings of C, 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 D, load of E's, and then no strikers and no wing-backs. Now, I'm taking it with a pinch of salt because Liam Delap's judging player ability and potential is pretty rubbish. So, yeah, we're going to see. Just take it as it comes, see what happens with Liam Delap's first intake, and we'll go from there. But overall, we are playing very, very well indeed. That's not what I wanted to. I wanted to click on this. The under-18s have turned it around a little bit as well. The goalkeeperless under-18s are now 2 points off AFC Wimbledon on the top of the division with a game in hand as well, so they could go top if they win their game in hand, but so could also Cambridge. So it's pretty close at the top of the English under-18 Division 3 South East system, or league system. But yeah, we're playing really well. The players are doing really well. Goals-wise, 20 for Englefield, who is absolutely shattered. So many of our players need a rest. It's ridiculous. But yeah, 20 goals this season for Englefield. 18 for Black Emil. He's got plenty of goals this year. 12 assists as well for him. He's having a great season. 12 goals for Shuaibu as our target forward, and 11 for Ollie Lewis, who Scunthorpe put in a bid for him, and even he said, I don't want to go to Scunthorpe, boss. I'm happy in Folkestone. So we turned that down. Ryan Carson up there with 9 goals, 15 assists. He's had a superb season, our best player of the year so far. But coming off the bench, called up during our injury crisis, Armani Dickey, the wonderfully named English Northern Irish right back who we have at the club, has made 2 appearances and got a 7.2, which I'm very excited about. To see how he gets on. One of them was in the league, both of them were in the league, 2 substitute appearances in the league, a 7.2 and an assist. So we're keeping an eye on him to see how he develops going forward, because he was called up at an injury crisis period, which we've just sort of coming to the tail end of. Richard Evans is still recovering from his soft injury. Calvin Hosgrove recovering from an injury. Shayubu's out injured. Englefield's tired. Lots of people feeling tired. Oh, it's too much football. Get on with it. You're being paid reasonably healthy. £500 a week is probably, it's not too bad. £950 a week for Carson, by the way. Blair Gemmell up there, 2,200, and Lexi, 2,000. Lexi's stealing a bit of a living at £2,000 a week, but it's not turning out to be too much of a problem this year because our reputation is catching up. So sponsorship money's coming in and fans are coming in. We have broken our record for attendances 5 times this season, maybe 6 times this season. We are averaging 6,000 to 7,000 people in, which is Cheriton Road basically selling out. Which is really cool. And our FA Cup run has helped us out massively as well. Keep getting the prize money for that, which is really, really good. So if we can get... So we are on 489,553. I'm going to write that down. 489,553 is what we currently stand on, because we are only here for the money. As I said at the beginning, we're only here for the money. Here for the money, which is what I assume the Folkestone and Victor Massive, which will be going, will be chanting around Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So, here we go. What team are we putting out to take on Tottenham Hotspur of the Premier League. We're going to be sticking with the 4-4-2. Oh, of course, he's just reminded me I had to tell you about that. Trimskjorten has come back from his loan. Oh my word, did he enjoy his loan out in Norway? Well, he didn't. He had a terrible time. 6.16, 17 appearances. Came back for us. First game back after his loan spell. Bosh, got an assist. 6.82, 5 appearances. He's been loving life back in Folkestone. He really, really has. 4 appearances in the league as a starter, 1 off the bench, 1 assist. 6.82, loves winning headers, hasn't scored a goal yet, but absolutely loves winning those headers. He is awful technically, absolutely awful, but he still has a place in my heart. He's got his contract extension for 2 more years as well, so he'll be around to the age of 29, where I think if we could potentially then release him and see if he becomes some sort of coach. I don't think you can do that thing anymore where you can be like, oh, I think you should become a coach. I think they removed that from the game, but if not, let me know if you know where I can do that. But we will be playing the 4-2-4 or the 4-2-2. But let's get rid of everybody for now, and we'll pick this team together from scratch. So Michael Collins is our first choice goalkeeper. No way I'm not playing him against Tottenham. He has to play. He's the best goalkeeper. We have Rennie Besant will be in at left back. That's not a problem there at all. We will be starting Robert Murray at right back, just to give us a little bit of strength in there. He had interest from West Brom at some point, but they didn't make a bid in January, so I didn't have to really deal with anything there. He's got a contract extension clause. We're in no rush to sell him whatsoever. At centre-back, now this is where it gets interesting, because Junior Ward has been playing quite a few games at centre-back. His physicality is pretty good. He's also been playing a few games at striker and been playing very, very well at striker. And with Shuaibu's injury, I do think we're actually going to start Junior Ward in that advanced forward role up there to try and cause a little bit of havoc with his physicality, let's call it. We will start Englefield, although he's desperate for a rest. We're going to start Englefield up front with him. Archie Blackable has to start on the right, obviously. Although we could start... Oh, no, actually, yeah, Carson is back. So let's rest Englefield, and we'll put Carson up. He's struggling for fitness as well. He's just come back from an injury. So we'll put him on the right. On the left will be Ollie Lewis. So the front four, pretty... As it stands with injuries, is pretty simple to pick, to be honest, itself. We have got a few tired legs in here, but Adam Cross will come in as the playmaker, and we will put Emmanuel in there as the ball winner. We could start Ben Rees, but I think Ben Rees will go on the bench. I want to start our strongest 11 that we can. At the back will be Luke Berwick, and then we have a choice. We could put Ben Rees back there, who is improving quite a lot, and he's played a couple of games at centre-back, not done great, much better at central midfield. We could move Adam Cross back into centre-back. Again, 6.58, played much better in the midfield role that he prefers. We could play Alex Coulter back there. He's had 34 games this season, a 6.83. He's probably the leading candidate to do it. Trimskjorten could start, but I don't think I trust that lack of technical ability against Spurs, so I think he'll be having a place on the bench. Holsgrove is injured. Not sure about putting Ben Rees there. So when we've gone through all of that and said everything, it's Alex Coulter, isn't it? Alex Coulter. They're both... I mean, I like the fact that this partnership is two-footed centre-backs as well, which is quite good. But I think this is how we are lining up. And then on the bench will be Lewis Robert as the goalkeeper. Ben Rees, Zimmer, Skjorten, Phillips, Henderson, Balbiera, who's been playing very well, by the way, Lexi and Englefield can go on the bench. Paulinho Balbiera, just to touch on him, 21 appearances this year from left wing, 6.95. Does need to up his assist and goal output, but is generally having a very good breakout season as a 16-year-old, and I'm looking forward to seeing him develop. At the club, has now he's signed professional terms, so he'll be moving on to those professional terms when he turns 17, which will be at the end of the year. So looking forward to seeing him develop. But we are just about ready to go. We will be changing down to a balanced mentality once the game gets off and gets underway. But we are taking on Tottenham Hotspur for a hell of a lot of money. We'll have to get to half-time to find out what the attendance is, but I'm hoping for around about 50,000. I think that would be really, really good. I think anything above 50,000 would just be absolutely epic. Like, just to think of the money we're going to get from the tie, to be away at one of the bigger stadiums that you can get in English football is really, really good for us. It's really, really good. So we'll go on to sideline. Replay events are on for goals. We'll lower the speed down so that we can follow it. And let's watch us get absolutely battered by Spurs. We'll drop down to balanced and see how we get on. Now, of course, it would be very Spursy of Spurs for us to beat them in their own stadium. But let's see how we get on. Yeah, thank you very much. While we're waiting for the first highlight, thank you very much for all the support, all the love on the channel. It's been really, really good, and I'm looking forward to keeping this series going. We're just going to knock that down one more. Ball comes in. Coulter heads it away-ish. Bangura, Larson, Van Thilikoris, in it goes. Great block there. Who was that did that? It's Alex Coulter again, stepping up very well for a good header away and a block. Salduko, the captain, with the corner for Spurs. In it goes. Ward heads it away, and it's back to Salduko. Another good block. And it's going to be back-to-back corners for Spurs. But yeah, your love and comments and everything like that on the series, the likes, the new subscribers that we're getting is great, as Collins makes a very good one-footed save. Captain for the day, Collins in goal. And still 0-0, 20 minutes gone. We've lasted 20 minutes, which is pretty good. We lasted 20 minutes, 22 minutes, 22 seconds and 3 corners. So I think Spurs needed a corner to score against us. They're taking advantage of their better physical attributes they have in the higher divisions. And it's FM cheesing a near post corner to beat a lowly little Folkestone Invicta. And it's going to be another one. It's another one. They just need to find this Robert guy. That's all they've got. It's all they've got. They're finding Robert, a 29-year-old Spaniard, signed for £27 million. They're cheesing their way to beating Folkestone. Let's be honest. Let's go back to positive. Why not? We're 2-0 down. Let's see how we go. But yeah, they're just cheesing the near post corner. This is why you can't be annoyed when you do it yourself, because the game does it. The game does it. Like, proper cheeses it as well. But yeah, 2-0 down to Spurs. It's not going to dampen my spirits. I'm just getting to half-time and seeing that little number that's going to pop up to say what the attendance is, and I'm hoping for 50,000 people, because the FA Cup's glorious. It splits all of the gate receipts in half. It's absolutely amazing. Bonner with a ball in. Salduko's there. It's 3 set-piece goals. That's all we've conceded. That is all we've conceded. So they're checking it for offside. We've got VAR in this world. We could get stuck in more. We could try. I'm not going to. Let's not step up. Yeah, go on. Let's get stuck in. Let's get stuck. It's Spurs, lads. Let's get stuck into them. But generally, I'm very. Yeah, look, he's so much taller than Besson at the back post. But yeah, 3-0 down at half time, or maybe more. 3-0 down in 44 minutes. Oh, hello. We might have a highlight. Murray, Gemmell, cross, recycles it well. Coulter back into Emmanuel. Back to Coulter. Berwick. Look at us moving Spurs around. Oh, they didn't expect us to come here and play. Coulter holds it up well. Don't get caught on the ball. Use the keeper if you have to. Murray. Loopy long ball up towards Ward. Can't win the header. He is up against Robert, who scored 2 corners already. Vathalakoris into Maseko. Into Vathalakoris, who turns really well to go down the right-hand side for Spurs. The home team come forward again in towards Bonner. Headed away. Carson, really good first touch. Clears it left. Lewis runs away from the ball into Maseko. Maseko just cuts it back to Larson. Larson goes the long way round. Is it going to be a little cutback? It's not. It's going to be a lovely little goal from Hugo Larson. He looks like a real player. That looked like a very young picture for Hugo Larson. But it's 4-0 at half-time. And Hugo Larson getting a goal there. We haven't had a shot. But it's 62,858 attendance. Oh, my word. Money, money, money. Come on. That's all I care about. I could just quick finish the rest of the game, to be honest. But 62,000. Oh, he said we're happy. I'm going to say you can still improve. You weren't that bad. You weren't that bad. You weren't that bad. You can still improve. Into the second half we go. Should we try our attacking system and just really, really, really get punished? Let's try it. Where we go back to having a Volante in there, a bit more attacking forward play from everybody. Bonner cuts it back. I mean, the changes haven't even kicked in yet, and it's 5-0. So I was expecting this to be near enough double figures. We are still Folkestone Invicta. We are still a team that should probably be in the Vanarama National rather than in League One. But 62,858 people are here, and we get half of that money, and I'm very excited. Lopez heads over for Spurs, but yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's absolutely fine losing 5-0 to Tottenham. It does show that we're quite a long way off the level of the Premier League, but that's fine. That's fine. Junior Ward is injured. Let's get Lexi on for a game. He can play up there. Let's get Englefield on for Gemmell as well. Ollie Lewis can come off for Balbiera. Let's just give all these players a chance to play at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which is just unreal for them, right? They would never have thought this coming through. Trimsky-Orton. Let's give Trimsky-Orton, a man that was recently on loan in the Norwegian 3rd Division, a run out at Premier League Tottenham. Why not? Why not play Trimsky-Orton in this sort of game? Collins, just take it short. No need to boot that long. You've got lots of options. Here he is. Trim. He has a technical ability of a flea, and he shows it there. Didn't have the power to pass it up to his striker. Great touch from Salduko. Great save from Collins. 62 minutes gone. Let's drop back into our 4-4-2 DM, the slightly more defensive one. Berwick, great header away at the near post. 65 minutes gone, and there's 62,850 people watching us. That's all I wanted to know. That is all we cared about, is getting the money through the door. Go on, Reese boy. Oh, Maseko beats him to it. Vatharakolis, who's been very good down the right-hand side, comes forward, cuts that one back. Maseko, Larson, Robert. Here is Dazel into Larson. Hernandez. Oh, he's struck the bottom of the post, and that's a very good turn. That one there from Balbiera, our young Portuguese player. Tried to find Lexi, couldn't find him. And Lexi then just boots Dazel, because why not? I think I would boot a Tottenham player in this situation. But yeah, we're getting smashed. But really, it doesn't matter, does it? 62,850 people are here. Is that a sellout? I think that is a sellout. I think I said that's a sellout before the tournament. But 10 minutes to go. I mean, superb, right? Super. Think of the money. We started on £489,553 in our bank account. Let's see. Oh, go on, Lexi. Go on, Lexi. Oh, he missed. Oh, Lexi, that would have been your moment in history for Folkestone, scoring against Tottenham. Oh, Besson with the corner. Go on. Oh, I thought it might be aimed at Trim, but we've got Berwick at the front post. I mean, we're probably not going to get another corner in the last few minutes, but I did remember I changed all of our aerial threats because Trimsky-Orton wasn't at the club. In fact, this has all been reset or Luke Berwick's improved one in his corner rating. But there we go. Trimsky-Orton at the front post, at the double. Go on, son. Win another corner. Find Big Trim. And our worst player at the club could potentially score a winner. Baker flicks it on Skjorton. Skjorton's handled the ball. There's no one round him. There's no one even round him. It was flicked on by Baker. Trim Skjorton, who is our best jumping reach in the squad, then thought he couldn't jump high enough, so he had to handle it. And yeah, Vatharakolis probably deserves that goal. 6-0. Good stuff from Tottenham. They've well done. He's only 14. What's that Michael Owen quote, or the Neville Southall quote when Michael Owen scores past him? That young goalkeeper. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. But 6-0 and 62,850 people are in the stadium, and we are going to be taking half of their hard-earned money, which I'm very excited about. It's their final score: Tottenham 6, Folkestone Invicta 0. We managed 11 shots in the second half. Jeez, is that right? Wow. Okay. We had 11 shots. Good stuff, lads. Good stuff. I'm impressed. I think we just go underdogs, best shot. They're all pissed off. I don't really care, to be honest. But we'll get the morale back for the league. That's not a problem. But 6-0 loss. Southampton beat Chelsea 3-0. West Ham knock out Sheffield United. Charlton knocked out Scunthorpe. Liverpool knock out Huddersfield. Man United knock out Crystal Palace. And Arsenal knocked out Brighton. But we did get through to the FA Cup 5th round. And this is what it's done for the money. 489,553 is what we had. £1.68 million. That is about 1.2 million we've just earned from that game against Spurs. That is absolutely amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Like, I am delighted with that fact. I am absolutely delighted. I think we're going to have to send everybody on a rest for 2 days. We've got Walsall coming up in 3 days' time. But we are going to end on this page. In fact, if we go... Oh, no, because it needs the month to end, doesn't it, before it will kick up. But £1.68 million in the bank. A profit this month of 1.23 million. That has pushed us into a profit for the season of 744,000, which is just immense. And given that we're getting to the end of the season and we're going to get prize money and stuff, that is absolutely amazing. So let's increase our youth level with that money. Let's increase our youth facilities with that money, and let's increase our training facilities as well. Let's ask for absolutely everything. We'll see if we get a response before the next game. But let's come on board. You know you want to attacking corners and throw-ins, please. You know you want to give us a little bit of investment. I don't think we're going to find out anything. I think it take a week. I think it's normally a week, isn't it? I think it's normally a week until we find out some news. Oh no, we are going to get some. They are investing. They have rejected the youth level, but they are increasing our youth facilities and our training facilities at a total cost of, that's going to blow all that money out of the water, 650,000 and 750,000, and that is going to be awesome. So let's discuss with the board and be like, look, I think we can attain the next youth level up. They're not going to do it due to the current financial situation that they've just put us in for agreeing to spend all that money. We've just gone from 489,553 to 1.6 million to 3.26,000 or 326,000 again. Wow, this board weren't messing around. They've backed us. They've backed us with what we wanted. Facilities, youth and training facilities are coming to the club. That is amazing. So it's going to take our training facilities to 8, I think, and youth facilities to 8 as well. So yeah, it's going to get better. Liam Delap's going to have more chance of bringing better players through next season. But it is a loss to Tottenham in the FA Cup, but it is 1.2 million made, and it is God knows how much spent. 1.4 million, I think, then spent out on facilities straight after the FA Cup windfall. Classic football management, that, isn't it? No one really cares about the money, so get it in, spend it straight away on facilities. Lovely stuff. See you in the next one. Cheers.